course, viewers like you. This program is brought to you by the following non-paid sponsors: the League of Extraordinary Beings, the Society of Poor Knights of the Multiverse, Battle School, the Deployed from Detroit School of Leadership and Madness, the Society of the Pale Horse, the Curiodrome, and of course, viewers like you.
Hello, is it working? Let me double check. Properties, microphone. Yay! How are you? Isn't this weird? I have my lights crazy today. Because why not? I have them crazy every time. But now they're like special effecty, so I can be all dramatic. Listen! Do shit like that. Hi, I'm Jenny Durden. It'd be cool to meet you someday. I already met a few of you. But I've seen the view count so far. Like 6 on a few, 2 on a few. That's okay. Like and subscribe. Hit. Whatever. If I've done my job right, I'm already dead. Not like too soon in any kind of spooky way where my friends are like, oh my god, what the fuck? But you'll find this 50 years from now. And you go, what the fuck were they like back then? Everything was on fire. What did they do? Oh, sweet babies. What did we do? Well, taking advantage of the fact that this show is algorithmic poison, I want to talk about a book that doesn't get talked about a lot on YouTube because of its title. As much as it is about its subject matter and any number of other things, but this is one of my favorite books that, I shit you not, I keep on the same shelf as like the Lotus Sutra and the Bible. And it's called, here, let me get it zoomed in, The Faggots and Their Friends Between Revolutions. This book's fucking awesome. It's not some queer communist manifesto. It's not anything like that. It is solemn scripture in the weirdest way. Let me find a bit for you here. There's a lot of wild language in here. If you can't tell from the title. Here's a very brief one, though. There's sort of long excerpts of a story that's going on about Oh dear, dyslexia. Is it the city of Ramrod? There's the city of Ramrod, where all the men are in charge, and the poor faggots and women are kind of stuck dealing with the men and their bullshit. What? uh, yeah. Here, so sometimes there's some faggot wisdom, sometimes there's women wisdom. Sorry, men. The women wisdom here on this page, 26-ish. The rule is you get more warm fuzzies by giving away all your own warm fuzzies. Keeping your warm fuzzies to yourself results in a large accumulation of cold prickles. It's adorable. It's true, though. The rule is you get more warm fuzzies by giving yours away. It's in a Beatles song. It's all over the place. You get what you give. Which one's that? That's, Young Radicals? New... Time is just... It's a smear. And keeping your warm fuzzies to yourself results in an accumulation of cold pricklies. Yeah, if you don't use your warm fuzzies, they dry out, turn into cold pricklies. So there's silly shit in there like that. But it's written in such a way that you can sit through I think for me what I found with this book is it was written in like 1971, published in 1971, I believe. Sorry, 1977. Just watch now. And how long is the preface? No, I won't read the whole thing. I want to see if there's like a fun little... Well, here's the very first line. And if it ain't true, it says, ain't nobody perfect, 'cause ain't nobody free. An excerpt from Blues Mama. Or, sorry, Blues for Mama. Ain't nobody perfect, 'cause ain't nobody free. Freedom is an interesting one. Coming from the United States, we have certain words emblazoned on shit all over the place. Just freedom, liberty, justice. Big goddamn words. And we're like, yeah. And we don't really think about what it means. We don't think about what it means to be free, what it means to possess freedom, what it means to exercise liberty, to be a liberal person. All of a sudden, that's a crime in this country? That's weird for a nation built on liberty and justice for all. Freedom. Freedom is interesting because freedom is a negative state, in a sense. Freedom is the state of not being bound. To be free is to be unbound. Freedom is I don't gotta. Ain't gonna. I am free to do whatever the fuck I want, and it ain't that. Freedom. Liberty. I have the liberty to do whatever the fuck I want, and it's this. But how many of us are truly free? How many of us have a list, like an empty list of things we don't gotta do? Who are we beholden to? Who has our name on a list and says, oh, they owe me? Creditors and all that shit. Keep going, baby. Who has the liberty, the ability to just go out and... What if I felt like singing? Just want to go out on the corner, right here on the street, start singing. Do I have that liberty? This is Detroit. I'm free to try. But I think that liberty might be squashed rather quickly. Depending on how good I am. Maybe if I practice. Thought I heard my dog. I did. Is that you, baby? Come here, mister. Come be on the show. Odin. 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 He sucks at that. You're like, come here. And he'll acknowledge that you want him to come to him, or that you want him to come to you, and then he'll be like, no. And then, what's on your schedule? He's like, I was gonna lay down. Okay, go for it, I guess. Hang on a sec. Is this on? Okay. I do smoke weed. But I don't know. I'm also known for fucking up audio. So pair those up, and every show I'm paranoid about what these knobs are up to. And that's why I can't drink booze. I drink like I'm getting out of a desert prison. I'm 40-something years old. I still can't figure it. I have to count when I drink. 1, 2, 3. What the fuck is that about? Otherwise, my whole family's like that, though. Like, especially on my dad's side, everybody eats like it's a prison banquet. Like, knives in hands, like, oh, Jesus Christ. Look, I got this thing really strong. There we go. Let me make sure. This thing can stay in tune. Holy shit, that was rude of me, wasn't it? But it can also drop out of tune pretty fucking quick. Okay. I don't have this thing plugged in. So we'll just see how it sounds down here. Hopefully it's not awful. If it is, well, there's only 6 of you. feels like it's out of tune. I don't mind playing Elvis out of tune. Wise men say hi. Wise men say only fools. See, I can't do them at the same time. That's Princess's fault. That bitch. I miss her. But every time I tried to sing, she'd sing too. And then it'd get crazy. Fuck it. That's God saying you guys don't want to hear Elvis. Did I explain that one to you guys? That I don't believe in God, but I kind of do. I was a monk for a while. I don't think there's a person out there. Like shoot a cannon and then translucent body comes out of the sky. Fuck no. Or they're like Brahmanas up and like that kind of. Anyway. Shit like that's good enough. I think even if you don't believe, thank God makes sense. Just in case, I guess. I don't know. I don't feel weird saying that though. I don't feel like a hypocrite saying thank God. Like I said, stoned. Stoned Bhikkhu. Bhikkhu Blaze. Woo! Don't tell anyone in the temple. JK, if you go to temple, oh my God. So, most temples, nailing it. A few temples, they're doing some other shit. Hang on, is that? this one. This one's called Fire on the Mountain, if I get it right. I fucked it up. Supposed to do that run one. Anyway, back to the book, right? How about that? Like I said, I have no plans, and my whole point of this show is to make it so that, you know, it can't be found for 50 years or so. So that was the musical break. You want to know another trick? Here's a fun trick. So, when you're dealing with random callers, and you're like, oh shit, who is it? You know, you accidentally pick up. That's what it is these days, because everybody's got a phone screening of some kind, and you're like, oh, is this my uncle? And you pick up, and you're like, hi, this is so-and-so for blah, 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 blah. If you want to test if they're a person, do the Blade Runner test. I've done this a bunch of times, and it's funny when it's a person, because they'll be like, what the fuck? But you're sitting there talking, and they pick up, and they're like, hi, this is so-and-so from Tony's Market Service, and you go, Banana Cupcake Fire Batman. Just throw some random fucking words out there. And if they're just like, that's terrific, then it's a robot. But if they're like, what? Then it's a person. And you go, I was just fucking with you. But that's something I've done. I don't know why I thought that was related to the last thing. Could be the drugs. They are kicking in. Oh boy, oh boy. Same as like with the Buddhist book. I don't necessarily want to I don't want to tell you about it. I just want to tell you that it exists. That it sits on my shelf where it does. Should be enough for you. If you're going to read it. I got my copy at the Frenchman bookstore in New Orleans. I'm sure you can find it online. I'm almost certain you can find like a PDF copy on some kind of archive website. I do believe this edition with the red cover is published by Nightboat Books, which is a cool company, I think, as far as I know. So if you want to buy a nightboat.org is their website. I don't know if they exist anymore. But get this, it's a short read. It's like 100 pages-ish. Lots of illustrations. But it's a fairy tale about you. Even if, there's a lot of the straight boys they feel left out. They feel singled out. Well, it's so hard to be a straight guy. Oh, shut the fuck up. You're fine, sweetheart. But, yeah, it's like, think of it this way. Imagine you're at a birthday party. Some of you are already starting to see this. We're at a birthday party, and here comes the birthday girl. Dee 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 dee, and she's getting her presents. And where's her brother? In the corner. Kind of jealous and mad. Everyone's paying attention to her. And they all got her presents. They didn't get me a present. Yeah. Aunt Jenny gets all the kids a present on birthdays for that reason. Like, hey, shithead, here you go. Oh, something for them to open up. But there is that thing. They may know. Yeah, it's her birthday. But I want a present too. And if it's someone's birthday long enough, you're like, what the fuck, dude? When's it? Yeah, these poor boys. But they're in here too, because I think what they'll realize is like the world of men, quote unquote, was not built by men. It was built by boys. To prevent men from doing man stuff. The world of men, khaki slacks and polo shirts, was designed by a bunch of fruits who couldn't fucking hack. Where's their DD-214? Let me see their dog tags. Let me see their scars. Let me see their tattoos. Let me see where they broke their fucking legs running from the cops. Let me see anything they got. Oh, they got nothing? Too bad, so sad. You snooze, you lose. No, I think you know. Real men know. Real men exist. And here I am as a trans lady who basically looks and talks like a dude. A lot of you are like, that's a man right there. Eh. Maybe. In some regards, you could just look at the word, strip it down. What is a man? A man, like, this is fun too, because a lot of like boy stuff, man culture, from pretending to be in the military. A man was a maniple, part of a manipulus, part of a military formation of the Roman Guard? Just like rappers pretending they're soldiers. I'm a soldier. Sure you are, Am. I love you to pieces. I bet you're something. I bet you are fucking something. But it ain't a soldier. Soldiers are real. I know them. They cared for me when I was young. They will carry me to my grave as my pallbearers. You are not a man if you haven't served in the maniples. I did. So maybe I am a man. No. What does it then mean to be a hand? If we're so fixated on manhood. Man doesn't mean dick. At no point does man translate into like penis haver, penis grower, dick. Because you can be a man and have your dick chopped off. You can be a trans woman and have your penis chopped off and still have people call you a man. That's one option. But you can be a eunuch. Or you can just be a fucking landmine survivor. Do you know how many young fellas had their dicks blown clean off overseas? You gonna tell them they're not fucking men? You? Come on, baby. No. No, it's not about wieners. It's about being a hand. Useful. Dexterous. Agile. There to be one hand of many. To be a pallbearer. To man a battering ram. To man a shield wall. Man the battle stations. The phrase is there for a reason. It's not put your dick in it. Get your hands on it. Something to think about. But yeah, nah, these fat fuck man titty boys with their khakis and their Christ almighty. Just these unfuckable specimens demanding that we lower standards. No, make this count as smart. Why? That's stupid. Make this count as pretty. No! No! Gaudy, ugly bullshit. But it's little boys and little girls. You see them. Marjorie Taylor Greene, little girl. Something happened to her middle school, early high school, you could tell. Because she is just pegged at like that mid-teens energy of like, I'm on student council and da 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 da, and like something awful happened to that poor girl in that age. And you can see that too to a lot of people. A lot of these folks who are stunted in their behavior, you can just look at them and be like, oh Jesus Christ. You got passed around like a fucking peace pipe, didn't you? Hollow-eyed. You can tell with people. There's certain things that get stunted, certain... I got nailed when I was 5. So there's definitely still behaviors that I can enact that are very similar to my 5-year-old self. Like, I noticed that when the kids are here. I was like, oh, Jesus. That's some shit. Okay. Interesting and weird. But as if that day was paused. So there's that. There's also, a lot of people have no impetus to grow up. Like, there's nothing in their life causing them to proceed. Just everything's kind of okay. They're like, well, I could still go to McDonald's. Alright. Like, a lot of people, I don't know. It feels like there's this wave of, like, mud, oil, something is in the water keeping people back. Like, as we march to shore, there's something here making it thicker than it ought to be, or making us weaker than we ought to be. But these waves shouldn't be this hard. The things we struggle with shouldn't... The number of people who died starving to death tonight is fucking ridiculous for the year, what is it, 2026? 2526 on the Buddhist calendar? Really? It's been 2,000 years, 2,500 years, and 2/3 of the planet were commanded to feed everybody, and nobody's pulled it off yet? Fuck me, huh? That's the other big gift that comes out of reading older text. You can read, read shit that came out today, sure. But 1977 is not old, per se. It's a generation behind me, though. But then going further back, into the Bronze Age and medieval eras and all of it, it's good to read all that and see yourself there. Know that, like, I think what becomes the most frustrating, a lot of people sort of say, like, oh, history repeats. No, it doesn't repeat, per se. It's that human beings are built a certain way and require certain things, and stress to those things causes certain results. And then we get what we get as a result. So, like, things do happen kind of over and over and seem to repeat, but it's not because we're on some kind of wheel that can't be stopped. It's just a momentum thing. If we were all born on the same day, we could all start taking classes on the same day, we could all graduate on the same day, and everybody in the world would be exactly as smart as the other one. But we're not. We're all born at random moments throughout the day, in random places, with access to random information and random teachers. And so there will always be war. That kind of sucks, huh? That's not to say any kind of solution to preventing war would be, let's have everyone be born on the same day and we'll do this cohort education. No, that example is there to show how stupid that is. We can't fucking do that. It's goddamn ridiculous. It's a sci-fi movie. And then in that sci-fi movie, the hero is the lady who's trying to have a baby on a day outside of the, the one day that we're trying to. You get how people work. No, there will always be people to teach. There will always be lessons to learn. There will always be things to get wrong. And then pair that with what we have now. The little boy syndrome, the little girl syndrome, all these toddlers with gray pubes and AARP cards. No need to grow up, and no way to if they've tried. What are they going to do? Go to college? Interestingly enough, college was. I only went to college to learn things. I have no degrees. I've been in like 3 course programs. I'm a credit or 2 away from like each degree, and it is what it is. But I went to learn specifically. There was stuff I didn't know that I wanted to know, and so I went. Uh, Whereas a lot of people are like, why would you do that? That's a waste of money and blah, 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 blah. And like, it's a big building full of teachers that, what are you doing? And like, I'm getting a degree so I can go on a career path. Like, oh, Jesus Christ, you're going to buy ice skates and go off a cliff? Like, what a. But people don't learn unless, like, it's some edutainment horse shit where they're like, did you know Hitler had tummy aches? Fucking shut up. There's always some bullshit. Like, oh, my folks, they're interesting. They don't know about the war they sent me and a bunch of other people to. It's their job to send kids to the military. They volunteer. They don't get paid for it. They volunteer to do this. And they have no idea. No idea. They could tell you all about Jack Ryan, Jack Reacher, Jack Meehofer. All these fucking Jacks in there. Tom Clancy bullshit. Hunt for Red October kind of stuff. I was thinking about those books too, because those books are interesting, because they're not really hero tales. Because there's no evolution of the main character. They're static. And so these people's heroes aren't heroes. They're not even anti-heroes. Like, isn't this person great? Yeah, sure. That's what page 2 said. But there's this, like, they have grand bookshelves. Not grand, like they're carved out of wood, but just like, holy shit. Huge bookshelves, large collections of these. Tom Clancy, Jane's Addiction. Who's it? Jane? It's not Jane's Addiction. Jane something has all these technical manuals, and they're fans of it. They like the aesthetic. They like how it smells. They like how it looks, how it sounds. But only the pieces that they've like cultivated for themselves. Because then the other parts, where there's like a footless veteran vomiting in their front yard, they don't like that. What is this? Oh, this is the baby you sent to war. They're back. But it's a children thing. It's ask yourself why it's a good idea. Because wouldn't it be nice if doing this caused that, da 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 da, dee 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 dee. Right then and there, you can see it's children. Anyone who's gonna put that much effort into fantasy, who doesn't work at fucking Disney, nah, you don't have to just work at Disney. I write and draw and all that. I work in fantasy too, but to try and build your life out of fantasy or build your life into fantasy, that's a thing children do. I'm a princess. I'm a soldier. I'm an Indian. I'm a cop. I'm. Yeah, you poor boys are outnumbered. It will be hard for you to become men because you won't have a lot of good examples. You'll be told this one here's a man, that one there's a man, this one's a man. And it won't feel right. It'll feel hollow. It'll feel weak and depressing and underwhelming to just stand there and what? Just be a fixture? Have no emotions? Have no reaction to life? Even as a stoic, you can have emotions. Stoicism's more so about knowing what to do with your emotions. And they choose to be a little bit more closed off to the demands of their emotions. You can listen to your emotions, what cause them to be triggered, but the demands of those emotions, run, hide, feed me, you have to do any of that shit. A long, long time ago, probably like 10,000 years, 12,000 years, something fucking crazy like that. All the magic in the world was possessed by women. Women could heal people, some of them could fly. It was crazy. But men didn't have magic. And at first they were fine with it because the women used their magic, and a lot of times they would find themselves building things with it and building homes and taking care of people, and the men without magic, they would go out into the woods and as beings of nature would be able to commune with nature and hunt and bring things home, which is awesome. And there'd be girls out there and there'd be guys back. There's a little bit of this, there's a little bit of that, but you know how people are. Fellas tend to do fella shit, gals tend to do gal shit. Those trans folks just have to sit on the side, like, yes, do. Until everybody chills the fuck out. But after a while, the men didn't see that this magic cost the women their blood. It cost them years. It cost them life. It cost them strength and energy. And that, it's not that that didn't bother them, but they ignored it because they wanted the power. They wanted the magic. So, the men put together this festival kind of thing. And it's our appreciation day. All you ladies, especially all you magic gals. And they got all the magical women in the area. I think at this point, these people were living out on the plains, so they could ride in on their horses and all their cattle trains and covered wagons and whatever it is they brought themselves in on, slowly accumulating and then building up this big camp, bonfires everywhere. And right before dinner, the men killed all the women. Desperately ripped them open, trying to find their magic. Is it in this part? No. How about this part? No. This one? No. What if we put them together? They couldn't figure it out, though. And so, we were kind of stuck in that moment for a bit. The men had just killed all the women, destroyed all the magic in the world. They didn't get the magic. However, the women's is gone. We're in charge. And thus began this era. Maybe, maybe not. It's an old story. But it's probably not true. But I wonder what parts of it might be. Was there some magic women had before the men took it? Does the world require that? Does the world require men that would become jealous of magic? Or is it just that the chance is there and so it shall be? Again, this isn't me shitting on men. I don't do that whatsoever, even if you pay me. No, I like fellas. Quite a bit. And it's hard to see them hurt by this, like, I ain't gay, blah, 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 blah. Fucking relax, dude. You'd know. You're fine. So much pressure to not be so many things that I wonder then if it sort of squashes for people the thought process of like what it is to be. There's all this, oh, don't be that, don't be that, don't be that. Okay. Not doing it. Now what? What is there left for me to be? And there's not a lot left for with the pressure that's out there. the liberty is limited for young fellas. The opportunity for freedom is there. Just do whatever the fuck you want. I know you want to do good things. You want to get fed, you want to get shelter, you want to do the basic bullshit to keep yourself alive. But I know you deep down. You want to take care of people. At a minimum, you want people taken care of. Even if you don't have the energy or patience to do it yourself. You are free to try. And just like me singing on the corner here, somebody may try to deprive you of that liberty. Let me find... Here. This one's perfect. It's another quote right from the beginning. Let's drink to the old faggots who were there and helped make this happen just by being there. That's you. You young faggot. You old one. Don't worry, cis buddy. It doesn't mean sissy. It's literally the opposite of trans. But trans doesn't make sense because they're using those as like Latin geography terms. It's all fucking crazy. Because cis being the opposite of trans, as is in, but that is if trans means cross. So cis would mean like not a cross. I don't know. It's all fucking who does. None of it matters. None of this language horse shit and flags and man and woman, cat and dog. Come here, Odin. Come hang out. Watch this, kid. Come here. Come here. I'm gonna kidnap you, Mr. Man. Come here, buddy. Oh, a sweet, sweet boy. Oh. Look at my sweet, sweet boy. Sweet, sweet boy. Odin, say hello to the world. 50 years in the future. Odin's probably dead too, for sure. Oh no, buddy. What's it like up there in the future? Do you guys still have Taco Bell? There's a movie that suggested you might. And if that's true, do you guys use the seashells too? Is it too many deep cuts? Time travel, wouldn't that be interesting? When you just shows up in my basement. Ah, fucking what? Hi, I like to watch your show. Why? I've never watched mild spiritual leaders get fucked up on drugs before. Oh, careful, Odin. Popping my titties out. They gotta pay for that on the... do we have a Patreon? No. I can't imagine I would. Sometimes I get fucked up and do things. Don't look it up. I'm surprised you're subscribed. Click the bell. What else am I supposed to say? Sewer slide. Oh my... Okay. So my first time encountering this like new era of language, I was a bit confused because I was watching this report and the girl kept saying like, and the young woman was R-worded. And I was like, Alright, fucking chill. Because in my brain, I've only heard people say R word when they don't want to say retarded. And so in my brain, she's like, calling this lady retarded. And then it takes me a sec to context clues and be like, oh, Jesus Christ, she means rhymes with grape. Holy fuckamoly. There are severe degrees between those two R words. And like, so yeah, I gotta be, you gotta pay attention to context clues. If somebody's telling you they got R worded or their friend is R worded, you're like, is that? Just speak English, please. You guys are fucking killing me. Also, it's mostly fine. I understand the argument against, because people are like, that was used in the past to specifically target a unique crop of people for a while. And like, yeah, it was. As an attempt to be polite, too. They're like, oh, let's use this French word to, because for that they were calling them all kinds of shit. Every 10 years, we change the name of it, of whatever it is. I used to be a cripple, now I'm just disabled. I used to be a transvestite, and then a transsexual, and now I'm transgender. I haven't done shit. That's just the word around me changed. It is what it is. Odin. Odin, you need to talk. Oh, okay, Odin. Hang on, let me hold you up to the mic here, sweetie. So, how about you tell them? Oh, he's not having any kind of fun. I'm sorry, baby. You don't want to be on the TV? Do you want to play the banjo? Fee fi filly I o, fee fi filly I o, oh oh oh, fee fi filly I o. Strumming on my own banjo. Do I want to do a song? Send it out so people can know to just turn it off. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I don't need to hear this horse shit. I like Wild Mountain Time. Dee dee dee. I think I might have played it last time on the ukulele. Ukulele. But I'll get out of here. I've wasted enough of your time. Poor future kid. Hopefully you're skipping class. It's the year 2076. And you're like, how the fuck is this country still here? You're like, well, the duct tape amendment holds it all together. Hold on. You gonna lick my hand the whole time? Odin votes no. And I think he's right. Who gives a shit, right, gang? Sweet boy. Is it time for me to go to bed? Yeah, I can't even talk right anymore. Okay. Alright, gangsters and gangsterinas, denzians of the internet and Detroit and anywhere else you tend to be. I love you. Nothing you can do about that. Hard days ahead, kids. You'll be man enough.